You may know her as a child actress from the iconic 90s TV show Full House, or maybe more recently from the hit TV show Friday Night Lights. Well, actress Jurnee Smollett-Bell is now a full-fledged star and is going to be playing the lead role in Tyler Perry's new movie, Temptation: Confessions of a Marriage Counselor. She joins us now. Welcome, Jurnee. Thank you for joining us. I heard that you might be a fan of the Huffington Post.
Are you kidding me? I'm like the biggest fan of the Huffington Post. I go to the Huffington Post website every single morning. It's like my newspaper.
Fantastic. So we already have one thing in common.
Yes.
But the truth is you have a lot of fans, even in our newsroom here at HuffPost Live.
Really?
Yes, and they're all excited to see this film.
No way. That's so cool.
Yes, and I'm curious to know what the film's about, because I've seen the trailer. The title's very kind of specific, temptation,
Yes,
but
yes.
what kind of temptation? What's it really about?
Well, it's about a young woman named Judith, who I play, who's fresh out of college. You know, like most college students, she's eager. She wants to live her life, live her dream. She's married to her childhood sweetheart, and she just takes the first job that comes along, and she's frustrated and unhappy. She's unhappy in her marriage, and this guy comes along, and she begins a very toxic relationship and cheats on her husband.
So she essentially gives in to temptation.
But there's so much temptation.
Right. I know.
There's a whole lot of temptation in it. Yeah.
And when we give in to temptation, we don't always think about the implications. So I imagine that that's...
Well, that's really what the film's about. It's about choices. It's about how someone can get in your head and make you think these thoughts, and how these thoughts can lead to choices, and the choices can lead to behavior, and you become this person you never thought you could become.
All right, so we have a lot of people who want to ask you questions on
cool.
Twitter, in our comment section. I was going to ask you this question,
Okay.
but because Shantae Teal wanted to ask it, we'll put it straight to you from her. What's it like being directed by Tyler Perry?
You know, it's a very, very interesting experience. Like, he's such a great guy. He's so down to earth, and I was very surprised because he was so willing to collaborate with me. You know, people had told me, oh, he doesn't do notes. He doesn't do revisions on his script. It's as it is. And he was the opposite. He was, you know, open to my suggestions, open to collaborating and really making this character live and breathe. So, but it was also fun because he would sometimes go into funny voices on set, you know, when we were really tired.
Right, because he's not acting, he's not starring in this
No,
one.
he directed it and he wrote it, but he's not in it.
So how much of that on the fly when you give him the notes? I mean, I know it might happen like when you're looking at the script, but when you're in a scene, is there are there changes?
All the time. I mean, changes he'll give me, changes I'll come up to him and say, what do you think? Can we do this? Or let's try this. And he was so open to just trying things, which I loved. You know, I love that collaborative spirit because I'm an artist, you know?
No, I mean...
And some of the stuff, like some of the biggest things in the film that people laugh at or that move them or make them cry were things that we came up with on the fly.
That's the best.
Yeah.
You feel vindicated. And it is really a collaborative project. I mean, you are starring along with Kim Kardashian.
Vanessa Williams, Robbie Jones, Brandy, Lance Gross plays my husband. He's amazing in it.
So we have a clip, but before we get to the clip, in the trailer, I know that you have a chance to make fun of Kim Kardashian's dress. And you're like, why is he focusing on that? I'm sure that's a win for a lot of people. But what was it like working with Kim, working with Brandy and Vanessa Williams?
It's such a great cast. It's such a diverse cast. You know, Kim was so sweet. We only worked for like 3 days, but she was very eager to like do a good job. And Brandy is so beautiful and amazing. And the guys, I mean, Lance Gross and Robbie Jones kill it. I mean, they're so good in this film. And Vanessa Williams is a legend.
I'm obsessed.
She plays my boss in this film, and we have so many great moments. I was just loving being in a scene with her.
So I have a lot more to ask you about Vanessa Williams, but for those of you who have not seen the trailer, let's play a clip from the movie. Take a look.
How was your third week? Any better? That bad, huh?
Why am I wasting my time helping old men get a date? Yeah, I could get out and start my own practice. Be a marriage counselor, I'd be on my way.
Right now, you don't need to be thinking about that.
Who's that?
The largest social media inventor since Zuckerberg
is looking to invest in my company.
You run Landover Park.
You run there?
Every Saturday.
With your shirt off, so all the pretty girls could notice you.
Oh, you noticed me running.